Hello everyone, beautiful day today. So today I'm gonna reveal what car we purchased. And here it is. Beautiful Volvo S60R 2004 with 110,000 miles. Clean title. Pretty good for its age. We purchased this vehicle on a mechanic special, so pretty much it was a small dealership that bought this car, I think a wholesale they said, and they didn't know that it had issues. Once they purchased it, they decided to just let it go for really cheap. So I'm going to reveal the price at the end of the video. I'm not going to spoil it. And so there's some issues with this car, and we're going to work on fixing them, and I'm going to let you guys know everything that's wrong with it. Alright, so one of the reasons, as you can see, we already got the turbos out, is the turbo seals were out. The turbo was smoking like who knows what. It was really bad. So we already took it out. We got the same OEM one ordered with low miles on it. So we're gonna put this one in for now. And we're gonna send this one off to KT4 to rebuild it for us. I didn't want to make a whole video about removing the turbo. There's pretty much no easy way and no step-by-step really. If I was gonna make step-by-step video, I'm telling you, it would be like probably an hour long video. But anyways, all I can say is, like, when you get the turbo unbolted, you're gonna need the intake pipe, the tube off, and also you're gonna need to take the shield off the exhaust manifold. So pretty much right here, the exhaust manifold that the turbo bolts to, you're gonna need that shield off, and that will allow you to take the turbo out through here. One of the other things that's wrong with it, they managed to crack a glass. We already got that in the trunk. Here we bought that, so we're gonna replace that one. That cost us like $70. And then over here, as you can see, somebody went over the curb and they were backing up. They ripped the bumper out. So the dealership actually that bought this car ripped it out, and look what they did to it. Oh my goodness. Put freaking screws in the fender. Oh my goodness, that's professional mechanics right there. I ripped this out. I don't even know what that is. I'm gonna do a wiper delete anyways because they break over time, but sucks. Look at the interior, it's beautiful. I don't know how it's gonna show in the video, but this looks a lot of the cars that are like 5 years old look worse than this. The only one that's damaged is this one, the driver's one that was used. The passenger one looks awesome too. And then inside, let's see, the gauges work, everything works, speedometer, all the electrical stuff, lights work. Everything in this car works. Like the AC works, blows cold, the chassis settings work, everything works. Besides the radio. I think I know why the reason. It was completely blacked out. We took it out, we thought, oh, it's unplugged. We plugged it in, and a day and a half later, our battery died. This, I think that one of the reasons why the previous owner unplugged that, because it drained the battery. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, the windows roll up and down, the mirrors work, the electrical mirrors work, the lock, unlock button works, the sunroof works, wipers work. Pretty much everything in this car is functional. The only thing is the left rear window, the turbo. Oh, also, let me show you guys. I don't know if you guys are gonna see it, but this one right here is sagging. This strut right here, so we're gonna need new struts on this car too. The brakes have about 3 millimeters, 4 maybe, on them, so we're gonna have to replace those soon too. But yeah, they're not urgent. We're about 1 hour in, and the turbo is in, all the lines are attached. We're just doing the last bits and pieces, so we gotta put the intake in and pretty much put all the covers back. So yeah, that's probably gonna be it for today. Gonna get it together, maybe fill it up with coolant, and take it for a spin. All right, so we're about 2 hours in since I showed you guys, introduced the car, and we got the turbo assembled, the coolant filled. Well, we can now we're gonna go back, unhook the radio, hook up the battery so the radio doesn't drain our battery, and then jump start the car, and then yeah, burp the system, get all the air out of the cooling system, and yeah, hope for the best. All right, so we finally got the car together. This is the next day, of course. We got the S60R together, got the turbo in there, you know, burped all the, got all the air out, bled all the air out of the cooling system. Put new coolant in it, made sure there's no leaks. Well, yesterday we ended up with the leak. When we were doing the turbo, we didn't take out the oil, the turbo drain pipe. There's the where it sticks into the engine. We didn't change that seal. We thought we'd be lucky, maybe it's good, but it started leaking pretty badly yesterday. So this morning we woke up early, went there, got the pipe off the turbo, took it out, replaced that seal, and it's all good now. So we've been driving the Volvo for about maybe 45 minutes. No issues, no check engine light, no smoking, no nothing. Because before it was horrible. It was smoking so bad that I was scared to drive it. When it would warm up, it would get a little easier, and if we would stay off the gas pedal too much, we didn't floor it, it would smoke a little less. But yeah, when it's warmed up, it was better. But when you started up the first like 5-7 minutes, oh my goodness, it smoked so bad I was scared to drive it. There was so much smoke. So yeah, we finally got that replaced, and yeah, now it's on the road again. Now we just gotta drive it, let it cool off, start it again, make sure no check engine light comes on it, and we should be good on that car. I'll give you guys an update on it, how we're doing, what we're doing to it, because I mean, we noticed that there's the torque mount. The torque mount on the transmission is bad, is destroyed pretty much. It's really bad, so we got to replace that, because when you put it in gear you can hear it kind of like clunk a little bit, and we checked it out, and it's the torque mount is destroyed in it, so we're gonna replace that for sure. And then other than that, I'm gonna do further inspection later, but for now we're just gonna drive it, get all the readiness codes readied up, and to pass the EQ emissions next month. So yeah. And on the last thing, as I promised you guys, so the price of this car, we actually got it for $1,500 even, without any registration fees or any of that. So we paid $1,500 for it. It has 110,000 miles. It has all the defects that I showed you guys, and that I'm gonna be showing you guys. I mean, this car is a mechanic special. My opinion is, if we make it perfect, change all the motor mounts, transmission mounts, maybe spark plugs, and fix the bumper and everything with the turbo right now as it sits now, make it perfect, and the struts, it's probably going to cost us about $3 grand to completely make it perfect again. But you know, that's really not bad, because these cars sell with that kind of mileage in really good condition, with everything being good, all the motor mounts changed and all that. They cost around $6-7 grand, if not more. So we got really lucky with this one, at least I think so. I don't know wherever somebody's watching, maybe they're cheaper in your country, but here they're pretty expensive. I don't think you can find a clean title one that runs good, has no leaks, no bad motor mounts or anything like that, for under $6,000 clean title with 110,000 miles on it. So yeah, that's what we paid for it. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe to the video to stay up to date on the builds on all our Volvos. Now we have 3 of them on my channel. We're gonna modify them, or any repairs that we do, we're gonna document it here. Recommend our channel to your friends. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.